back again Animoji gaming. So I try to have some free time, even though it's not next week yet from the previous creation of the Animoji of the arcade games on Nintendo Switch, which is basically the exclusive games that be available on those consoles. So I'm not sure when will I can finally upload all of my created Animoji, because yeah, there's still so many things or so many videos that I haven't been done yet, and also haven't been done in terms of creating the Animoji itself, and also from the processing into the iMovie, and also upload it into the YouTube. So yeah, most likely it was currently in this some sort of the same number of videos, even though if you talk about creating the emoji is definitely faster because it's pretty straightforward. I just need to spend at the same time of the video length itself. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm trying to suspend some of the processing or rendering in the weekend, even though at some point I'm still pretty lazy, because most likely I will definitely need to be standby in order to prevent any insufficient memory storage which is caused by the caching of the iMovie, especially for a bigger or a long video length such as the currently Metro Last Night Redux on the Nintendo Switch, which is around 40 minutes. So yeah, that's the reason why it's pretty annoying. It's really blocking me, and yeah, I think next time I will try to do the shortest video first. So most likely the recent one, or the one that I'm currently trying to create the Animoji, will be more prioritized since it is around 20 minutes of video. So yeah, this is definitely a little bit faster, and also not really waste so many of the storage in my SSD, MacBook Air SSD, to 56GB partition of the Mac OS Mojave, even though there is some possibilities that I can remove the Windows or bootcamp partition, which is will increase the 256GB of free space of the SSD itself, because the SSD is actually 512GB. But yeah, for some reason I haven't tried to do that, because yeah, I just initially wanted to have a Windows OS on this MacBook Air as well, but for some reason it's just so hard to be installed. I just don't know why it's always getting failed. When I try to execute the bootcamp assistant, I try to install the Windows driver for Windows 10. Since yeah, the Mac OS Mojave is now supporting Windows 10 rather than the Windows 8, which I used to install when this MacBook Air is still on the Mac OS Canon, using the original 128GB of MacBook SSD. Like the one that I'm currently using right now, which is the 512GB of NVMe,
With it, his armies will be unstoppable.
Need to use some sort of converter, unofficial converter that can make it into a Mac SSD.
We need to do something.
So
Taking out the captain should buy the Gondorians some time.
And they could lead us to the Palantir. We must find
Middle
a farm
Earth,
and make
which
him
I
talk.
basically don't really understand about this game. That's the reason why I tried to sell this game for around $7 for the second hand, because most likely the previous owner or my college friend is also haven't tried to complete this game yet. So I tried to continue his progress, and it seems to be still pretty much in the beginning, perhaps. I'm not sure, because yeah, there's still so many
It's the search for the Palantir.
So yeah, I just don't get it, and it seems to be most of it is still locked, and I just don't get it. What's the purpose of this game? Maybe it's like a game of...
The captain leading the search is in the lower
It is
city.
similar like
Then we
Witcher,
will go
but
no further.
we are not playing as Witch, obviously, so we are more like the worlds where there's so many spiritual things. Perhaps just don't get it. Just like any other middle guard in the Mortal Kombat, perhaps, I'm not sure.
Die, patron! Scream for me!
Where he gets to fight with the ogre, just don't get it. So that's the reason why
You
this
like
video is not very long, because I'm just trying to quit immediately when I failed the game, or it is already finished the first act of a mission, so I can basically try to quit the game during the pause of or the checkpoint. Not sure.
murdered? By what?
So it seems to be pretty cool, but pretty weird as well, because just don't get it why they try to bring or having two swords in the back of his body, or maybe the second one is actually the short knife, like one that just recently used. Just really weird. What's the purpose of that? So it's definitely pretty much like a static open world as well. So that's the reason why some people may like it, some people may don't really like it, especially when the story is also not as good as other static open world games. Because yeah, it is definitely based on fictional stories, and I think it reminds me of certain movie that I don't really understand.
They could have prevented this and they'd just given up.
Maybe like Hercules, but Hercules is actually
The
Greek mythology as well, like the God of War. Definitely it's more popularity than this game, even though the previous or prequel of this game, which is the Shadow of Mordor, is one of the Game of the Year awards as well. So after this, I will try to continue to create more Animoji, another Animoji again, I think until 1 hour, because yeah, after that I most likely get interrupted. So even though I most likely still need to plug in my OTG drive into the MacBook Air in order to process the created Animoji that I've done.
I thought he was dead.
This week.
He is. Got in the boat.
Yeah, for some reason there is can immediately get an arrow. So the HDMI video capture are starting to struggle recording the sounds. I'm not sure. It still seems to be a little bit clearer, even though during the loud sound it's starting to get a little bit quiet.
It doesn't look good for the Gondorians. We have to help.
So there are obviously still so many videos that I will
We could turn the
not
tide.
yet created. But yeah, it's okay, since next week I will most likely have more free time to create this kind of Animoji. Even though, yeah, after this I just don't know what things that I will do. Maybe I'm just trying to create an Animoji without any video, so it's more like the Animoji podcast that I have been trying to create until 17 episode, I guess, but it's most likely based on the long story or just impromptu speaking without any script. But yeah, it is pretty annoying because yeah,
We need to target the captains.
Have a little bit attraction in terms of the clickbait on the title, but rather than just a gaming, which is, to be honest, if the game is not really popular, then especially popular right now, it will definitely not good for the SEO, so it will eventually didn't have any views when I tried to upload it on YouTube. But yeah, for some reason, the Kinect Adventure, which is already a very old game, it seems to have pretty good attraction of the view, even though yeah, it's still definitely not enough for me, because in order to be verified as a YouTuber, I actually need to have some subscriber rather than just a view. So even if I already tried to upload 1,000 video where each of the video it has a single view, it's still not enough. So yeah, that's pretty sad. But hopefully before I finally reach those points, I have finally able to get 1,000 subscriber. 1,000 subscribers should be not much, especially right now, because there are so many bots or even the people who just like to subscribe without even really love those content creators. But even at the time when I tried to create my first YouTube account, maybe almost 15 years ago, some of my friends, I think, that I was known from certain internet, so I basically never really met those people. I think we used to have around 2,000 subscribers during that time, which is pretty rare for some because during that time the biggest YouTuber that has most subscribers is only around 1 million perhaps, while right now the Indian YouTubers are really good at creating bots or false account, which I just don't understand. You basically can get 100 million subscribers. Just crazy, especially when we try to consider about the Indian population, which is more than 1 billion. Most likely, they are trying to represent all of the Indian people's subscriber to the channel. So yeah, that's pretty weird. Because yeah, obviously Indian people are really good at IT, so that's the reason why most of the US tech companies are now have an Indian descendants as their CEO. So American-born Indian, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was also predicted that in near future the Indian population will also suppress the Chinese population because the growth of their people is still pretty big. while the
My raiding
Chinese
party was
is
trapped in the lower city
basically
overnight.
decrease.
Who were there?
And yeah, this is
Not
actually
enough.
pretty beautiful if you talk about the girls. It
The
just
messaging still
reminds me
stands.
of
We're about to lose the middle
Kitty
city,
Pryde,
Ranger.
perhaps from
They'll be closing the gate if they
the
haven't already.
X-Men during the live action movie.
We need to get up there as fast as we can.
Just sadly, we never really see her again.
Wait. What is your
Maybe
name?
it's also like
Idril,
Ellie from the Last of Us games.
don't fall
Not
behind,
sure.
Tanya. We've lost enough men today.
Because yeah, the live action Last of Us seems to be not really representing the game's physical character, maybe because they are trying to represent various kind of racial equalities in order to be more popular in the society. I'm not sure. Because there are so many films or movies that are trying to do that as well, which is already pretty long to be implemented, to be honest. So yeah, it's at least we are not one-man army like the Witcher or like the God of War, perhaps. Even though there are a partner which is basically our son, but yeah, it seems to be not really matters because yeah, it's not really representing
Just like Sheila's vision.
like the
If Sauron's forces get the
because it's
Palantir,
just pretty
all of
much
Middle
like
Earth will share the
games
same
which
fate.
always put you as the main character of the fight, but this seems to be more realistic because it's really represent so there are so many characters and so many enemies, so it's pretty good to be honest. Yeah, still never did like it.
Sergeant Dagon and his men are at
Yeah,
the
it's
arena.
most
We must
likely
aid them.
will be just static. And I definitely prefer to do a sandbox real-time strategy game instead. If you talk about the games that representing this kind of old ages,
Fall back to the gate. The middle
like
city is lost.
Battlefield, perhaps, which is a little bit more fictional real-time strategy rather than the Age of Empires.
Right behind you.
Yeah, I really like it, even though my favorite is still the modern times, which is the Command and Conquer 0 Hour, Command and Conquer General 0 Hour, which basically
Pulling back. The middle city is lost.
had a very complete edition in terms of the regional games from the original, which is pretty good, and it is also pretty cheap. Especially on the scale. She's skin.
They're sealing the gate. Move out.
So yeah,
Move out.
hopefully it'll be cured at certain point in the future.
Faster, Ranger.
Yeah, but there are no thing that we can do except just running and fighting, so there's no force or basically launch a cannon, perhaps. I'm not sure. It's just really weird. It's just fighting. It's all the time. Yeah, that is pretty gore.
Quickly, open the gate.
Get moving.
What
are you doing?
I won't be long.
That's sensitive to have
Have the archers provide support.
those kind of gores in the YouTube Yeah, hopefully, I'm not sure. For some reason, we've tried to be as a one-man army. I think I will basically die in here. And the moment that I die, I will definitely stop the recording and quit the games, because right now the video is only 41 seconds remaining. And then, yeah, I basically die. So I haven't completed any kind of the act of this mission. So yeah, it's just pretty shame. But yeah, I don't really like it either. So I definitely try to quit the games at the moment that I retry it. See, we cannot quit the games directly for some reason. And basically I don't even